In 1943, a neurophysiologist named Warren McCulloch and a mathematician named Walter Pitts asked a very specific question. They wanted to know if human intelligence, the ability to perceive a situation and act on it, could be reconstructed entirely out of math. 80 years later, the answer is supposedly everywhere. Walk down any street in Silicon Valley, and you will see the phrase AI agent plastered across pitch decks, product launches, and press releases. But a closer inspection reveals a massive structural deficit. 90% of the products marketed today as autonomous agents are actually just text generators propped up by massive marketing budgets. They completely lack the underlying architecture required for actual autonomy. Close the browser window, and they forget who you are. Ask them to execute a sequence of actions in the real world, and they freeze. To separate the digital infrastructure of the next decade from basic parlor tricks, we have to audit the machine. We need a forensic anatomy lesson of what actually makes an agent work. The first mandatory component is the reasoning engine. Usually this is a large language model like GPT-4 or Claude. A lot of explainers get stuck here, assuming the model itself is the agent. It isn't. The model is just one piece of a much larger system, functioning roughly like the prefrontal cortex of a human brain. In an agentic architecture, this engine has a very strict duty. It receives the current state of the world, evaluates the ultimate goal, and decides what action needs to happen next. It's not there to chat. It's there to choose. The capability of this engine determines the absolute ceiling of the agent. If you use a weak model, the system collapses at the first sign of confusion. A frontier model gives the agent the cognitive horsepower to navigate ambiguity and recover when things inevitably go wrong. But a brain that forgets everything the moment you close the laptop is virtually useless. Without persistent memory, an agent starts from zero every single time you engage it. True utility requires a three-tiered memory system. First is the short-term memory, or context window, holding the immediate conversation. Next is the working memory, acting as a temporary scratch pad where the system tracks its current task. Finally, there is the long-term historical record. That layer relies heavily on a vector database, allowing the system to perform semantic recall, meaning it retrieves past successes and preferences based on actual meaning, rather than exact keyword matches. The litmus test here is simple. If a marketed product cannot answer the question, "What did we work on last week?" it fails the memory requirement. It is a toy. Even with flawless reasoning and perfect recall, the system needs a way to interact externally. That brings us to the third component, tools. These act as the agent's hands and feet, transforming it from a system that thinks into a system that does. Frameworks like the Model Context Protocol allow agents to dynamically discover and operate external tools. Instead of just writing a block of code, the agent reaches out, opens a terminal, reads your local files, and interacts with external APIs directly. Warning tone. But giving an AI system external agency introduces serious risk. Every tool an agent can access immediately becomes an attack surface. Imagine an agent trusted to process invoices and access your bank accounts. If that agent is instructed to read an incoming email containing a hidden malicious prompt, the attacker can hijack the reasoning engine and empty the account. The security of this tool layer is the most critical piece of autonomous architecture, and currently it is the most dangerously ignored. A brain, memory, and a toolbox still do not equal an agent. The final component that links them together is the planning loop. This is an automated cycle where the system observes the environment, plans an action, and executes a tool. This loop is the actual source of the machine's persistence. If a web search fails, a chatbot stops entirely. An agent loops back, reevaluates the failure, and tries again. But because infinite persistence is expensive, systems require mandatory safety breaks, compute budgets to cap attempts, self-reflection to critique errors, and an escalation protocol to pull a human into the loop when stuck. Omit those safeguards, and an agent loops out of control, burning through server costs. Build them in properly, and it becomes highly reliable infrastructure. A reasoning engine, persistent memory, secured tools. A self-correcting planning loop. Every legitimate AI agent operating today possesses all four of these components. The core intelligence of the models themselves is no longer the bottleneck. The massive server farms running these networks have already provided the raw cognitive power. The actual challenge is the strict integration and integrity of this four-part architecture. The next time a company announces a revolutionary new agent, use this anatomy as your diagnostic checklist. Look for the persistent memory. Check the tool security. Look for the planning loops. Over the next decade, the systems that actually perform human work won't be the ones with the flashiest demos. They will be the ones that nail